The topic of the week, how to deal with eating in social situations. So, question. I do have a lot of hobbies, I guess. Well, kind of. I do ballet like 3 times a week, and then I have to restart playing the piano, but typically I do that too. And I tutor kids. Well, I guess it's more like a job, but it's kind of like a hobby as well because I kind of enjoy doing it. So, yeah. Then I don't even know, some other things. I guess just normal stuff like, I don't know, fashion and read books and listen to music and all those things. Yeah. So that would be my hobbies. And the topic of the week is eating in social situations. And I have to say that right now I'm actually in a really bad state, as you might be able to tell. Like, bulimia more or less has been getting me for like 2 days, and I feel like a piece of crap. Or even worse, and that's why I look like this. Like, my hair is all like in a bun and all messy and disgusting, and my face is too, and it's all puffed up, and this is about as bad as it gets. So, eating in social situations, I just went to a birthday yesterday, so this is actually kind of nice. What I find helpful in both times, so either if I'm in a restrictive phase or if I'm kind of in a like binge purge phase, I find it really helpful to think about what you're going to eat before you actually get there. Because I know, like, when I'm faced with the menu, if I'm restricting, whatever it is too much, and if I'm binging, whatever it is, it's not enough. So that kind of takes, like, all the objectiveness away from it, and in that situation, there's so much, like, pressure and panic, and you feel watched, and, like, if you make the wrong decision or whatever, and so you end up either eating nothing or ordering, like, something really weird or something you don't like, or, like, there's a lot of risk involved with that. So I think thinking about it before makes a lot of sense. So, for example, if you know you're going to go into an Italian restaurant, and then thinking about what, if you have a meal plan, what would be the amount of calories and proteins and whatever that you should eat, and then kind of make yourself a little list in your head of what would meet those requirements. So, for example, if you've already had, like, kind of most of what you're supposed to eat, maybe like a chicken salad, chicken Caesar salad or something would be a good option. And then think about, you're gonna take a large chicken Caesar salad and kind of go over that, imagine that you have it, and so that in that situation you can just say it and you'll be fine with it. And, for example, if you still have to, or if you want to, like, challenge yourself a little, because sometimes that's really helpful, like when everybody else eats the dessert, sometimes it's really good if you can do that as well, or share it with somebody, because that can really give you, like, quite a bit of progress in your recovery, so that you are not so scared of those things anymore. If everybody else is eating it, then you can eat it with them. So think about that. Maybe there's somebody you can share with. Maybe you can talk to that person, and you can, like, kind of make a contract to share, so that you don't have to have that pressure in that spontaneous situation when you're there. When eats a lot when they are out. Don't go entirely hungry, because that's a really bad idea. So if you haven't eaten in a couple of hours, or 5 hours, or a day, and then you go to, for example, a birthday party, and you're faced with all of those cakes and all those different things like chips and forks and whatnot, like all those crackers, you will eat all of them, and that's actually the food that will make you feel really crappy, because your digestive system can't handle that much of it. So rather eat a sandwich and a yogurt at home, and then go there and have a piece of cake if you can. But don't go entirely hungry with an entirely empty stomach. because that will just make you eat more. And on the other hand, so if you're restricting, it's really important that you at least eat something while you're there, because that's, you don't want to just kind of draw back from that whole experience. So as I said, those kind of meetings are a really good opportunity to make a step ahead in your recovery. So just try to eat something. Think about it before. Try to get familiar with the thought, and you can take it as like a little victory in your battle against your eating. And actually, I feel it's really nice. Like, I've had those moments sometimes when I was just eating with people and I was eating normally and just enjoying the food and actually being able to focus on the conversation that's going on, or actually being able to focus on the things that are going on around me rather than on the food. Like, in either way, either eating it the whole time, or on the other hand, staring at it the whole time and not being able to eat it. So I think it's just really important to know that food is such an important part of social life, just because eating together can be such an enjoyable thing, and just all going out and sitting around a table and just having fun and eating and drinking and not thinking about whether it's too much or not enough, or whether it has too much fat or carbs or whatever, and whether you're going to purge it or not, or if yes, where and when and how, and how much water you have to drink to get it and whatnot. Like, all those thoughts, it's just amazing to not have them. And don't be scared that your eating disorder will show up in a way when you're sitting there, because it only will if you let it again. So try to just be there and enjoy the moment, and don't focus on the food. And what is also really important is to try to take about as much food as everybody else without being controlling about it. Like, I'm one of those people, I have to have less than everybody else. If I don't, it has to come back up. So try to not do that, and just kind of, if you have the same amount that everybody else is having, or about the same amount, then chances are you're probably having neither not enough nor too much. So try to do that, and then just go out and enjoy yourself, because those are the seldom moments in life that can actually be absolutely lovely if you are without your ED. And that's one of those, that's also the moments where it makes the biggest difference whether you have an ED or not. And it's so worth trying to recover when at the end of it you can just sit there and eat a piece of your birthday cake and actually enjoy it. Like, that's an awesome moment. And I haven't had that in a while, but I'm working towards it. So yeah, lots of love to all of you, and next week I will be more organized and a little not so ugly, and probably also with a little more planned what I'm talking about, because right now I really don't have any brain cells left to think about that. I'm really sorry. And so have a lovely week, guys. Bye bye.